Hey guys, welcome back to the Real Southern Garden. I'm Sarah, and today we're talking about a do-it-yourself kitchen garden and how you can have a really awesome herb-filled, shallow-rooted vegetable kitchen garden on a patio or even a balcony if you have good light. And you don't need a ton of space to grow some things that really taste awesome, especially herbs. And herbs will really punch up whatever it is you're cooking in the kitchen and just make it taste extra fresh. They're probably the top thing to grow, honestly. And we have almost 7 acres on this property, and we keep about 3 acres of it mowed and looking civilized, as I say. And then we have different gardens on it. But to tell you the truth, the garden that I really use the most is this back area, this back little kitchen garden. And last year I had some different containers back here, and this year I wanted something that was stainless steel that would hopefully last a little bit longer and kind of match my, I've got some stock tanks up on my big vegetable garden that we're about to set up this year, and I kind of wanted it to go with that. So that is why I chose these. Also, they were a good depth and a good size and a pretty good value. I bought them at Wal Mart. You can check out the video where I got them. It's a couple of videos back. It's the Wal Mart and Lowe's shopping video that I did. And we just put holes in the bottom of them and they are good to go. And they're going to be back here right in front of my rose garden. So this is my rose garden back here, but I keep my herbs and my shallow rooted vegetables right here. And it works out really, really well. So I am excited to show this video to you today and hopefully inspire maybe you to maybe grab some of these containers and try growing some lettuce or some different things yourself. I think that they look pretty cool and I think they're going to work out really well. So let's get to it.
So here's a couple images that kind of gave me inspiration for what I wanted to do with the containers that I chose. I just really wanted something simple and farmhouse-esque, and so just looked at a couple different images to get some inspiration.
All right, so we're going to have this back area repaved. We were going to do it this year, but we are not going to do it this year now because there's some crazy stuff going on in the world. So we're just like, we're gonna hold back on doing a lot of big projects. But let me back up and show you how these little containers look. So this is where I'm going to have them back here. This is a full sun location. It's right in front of my rose garden, and it's going to work out really well. This is where I've grown things before, like my herbs, and I've had tomatoes and peppers back here. I'm going to do kale and lettuce, maybe some radishes. I can still fit them in, still going to be cool enough. I've got cilantro waiting in the wings over there, not from seed, but as a plant. We're going to put that in the ground today and just get some good stuff going, or not in the ground, but in the container. So I am going to start with, first we're just going to put some dirt in. Obviously, we've already drilled the holes in here and we have 8 holes. So I'm just going to grab some dirt. Now there's all kinds of dirt that you can use. I'm just going to use your standard Miracle-Gro, for container gardening, but you can do organic if you want to. I have done that. I'm kind of the school of thought that what I am growing here is going to be a whole lot better than what's at the grocery store, even if I don't use pure organic soil from the garden center. I have done it both ways. I happen to have just some regular garden soil, so I'm just going to use that today. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and pop in our cilantro first. I'm going to do my seeds later, but going to go ahead and do my cilantro and trying to decide if I want to do strawberries because I've got some strawberry plants out here in this bed or put them up there. Decisions. All right, here's my little cilantro, and I just bought it instead of growing this one from seed, but we eat a ton of this, and I am gonna have to get that bolt-free variety I've heard about, or bolt-resistant, because I love this all summer. And then in this one, I have cilantro and it's oregano, right, Mom? Oregano. And sometimes they need a little bit of shade, so that way I can scoot this container into the shade if it looks like it needs it. But those two are going to be together. All right, and then I'm going to do some of this lettuce right here from Baker Creek. I have grown this before. And also some of the Renegade spinach. This is from High Mowing Organic Seeds, and I have grown this one before. It's resistant to downy mildew, which I loved, and it also did fairly well as it got warmer. But of course, both of these really prefer, you know, temperatures in the 80s, like about to 80 degrees. So we've got some time though, so we're gonna get these in the containers too. So this is part 2. This is another day. We had to go run out and get some more dirt because we were actually out. And I have already added it to all the containers except for one. And I'm just using regular Miracle-Gro. I didn't buy the organic. Like I said, I feel like the fact that I'm growing my own, I'm doing a lot better than the grocery store. Sometimes I do buy organic, it just depends, but just picked up this one. And if you want to copy and do the exact same containers that I am, once again, they're Better Homes and Gardens. I got them at Wal Mart. And it takes one of these full bags. This is 24 quarts, right? 24 quarts. One bag to go in the big container and about a half a bag to fill up the little kind of ovally roundish rectangle containers that I got. So that might help you out with what, you know, how much soil you need. What I really love about these containers is that they have the handles, so you can just move them around if you need to, and they're lightweight, they're not very heavy. So if I have things that kind of need more shade as our growing season progresses, I can just pick these up and move them to a shadier location. So I love that about these. And guys, this is 25 quarts. I don't know where I got 24, but it's 25 quarts. I grow a lot of herbs from seed and vegetables, of course, but I decided to go ahead and pick these up because they're going to show up better for this video. And sometimes I do buy the Bonnie plant. So I got a brand new oregano and thyme, and I also got some basil. I have some basil that just seeded itself last year. I mean, that stuff grows like crazy for me, but we're going to pop these in right over here. Oregano does like a little bit more shade and protection from hot sun, so I'm going to be moving this one over to the other side over there that gets a lot more shade. And I'm putting oregano and thyme together. And obviously they could take a bigger container, but we're just gonna put them in here, and I'm gonna harvest them a lot so that they will stay a little bit smaller. And I have a thyme from last year back behind me as well that is still going. Oh, they smell so good. I love them. I'm just gonna leave these in here for now, even though I know what they are. And then one of my absolute favorites, of course, is basil. There is nothing like homegrown tomatoes and basil from your garden. So we're gonna pop these basil in, and this one right over behind me. I'm gonna put 2 plants in there once again. 1 plant would probably be just fine, but I'm gonna kind of cram them in a little bit and have a little more planted than I actually probably need per container. And for now, we're gonna keep our mint in this little pot. And I still have mint from last year. I love these and mint juleps for, of course, the famous horse race. It's my only time of year I ever have that, but watching the Kentucky Derby. You got to have a mint julep. Remember, there was a restaurant here in Atlanta, and I tried to order one of those one time, and they didn't know what it was, and I couldn't believe it. I'm like, this is Atlanta, Georgia. You have to know what a mint julep is. Oh my goodness. All right, we get our lament in there. And this is another one that really prefers more shade. So we're gonna put this on the shadier side.
All right, and we have our little patio kitchen garden all set up. I cannot wait to get to harvest some herbs and lettuce from back here. I'm gonna add a couple tomato plants and a couple like terracotta looking plastic pots as well. But other than that, it is all done.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you liked today's video. And if you did, we would love for you to subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know where you garden, what's going on in your world. I love talking to you guys in the comments. And I will see you back here next time in the next video right here at the Real Southern Garden. Bye, guys.